Welcome to this presentation of the Western Ohio Railway, the Peavine Division. In this video, I share progress made on the layout, specifically around Clare Yard, this past summer. A small amount of work from other areas will also be shared. So sit back, relax, and enjoy all the exciting HO scale model railroading action on the Western Ohio Railway. A lot of, life kept me out of the basement this spring. But late this summer, I was able to get back downstairs and make some progress on the layout. Having missed my quarterly summer video, I'll try to catch up now by sharing the progress made in the last few months. I'll follow the changes from left to right as you face the layout. Normally, I'd reference this as east to west, but in this part of the layout, that gets a little turned around. The first bit of work is in the Roundbottom Road section of the layout. I've installed Roundbottom Road through the crossing. It parallels the main along here just as it does in real life. The tracks here make a slight turn to the right and then back to the left with the crossing in the middle. This is accurate for this crossing, though a little compressed. Here is the entrance to Sharon Yard. This 5-track staging yard is the west end of the railroad and represents the Norfolk Southern's real yard in Sharonville, acquired from Conrail in 1998. The entrance to the yard will be covered by a bridge. In the back over the yard, the bridge will represent Glendale-Milford Road, which is at the south end of Sharon Yard. In the foreground, the bridge will be the I-275 bridge that crosses the tracks in Roundbottom Road. The small piece of cork beyond the last switch in the foreground is where the private drive that is located at this location will cross the tracks and turn under the bridge. This next shot is further to the right on the layout, west if you are following the foreground main. This is Anchor. You can see the entrance to Sharon Yard in the background. The tan building is Senco. The siding in the front is for Hekin Can, which operates under a different name today. And the cork is the base for Broadwell Road. As the shot pans to the right, you see Morel Meats. Morel Meats is on the main coming from Sharon Yard to Clare Yard. Morel Meats is freelance and said to be in the community of Fairfax. On the railroad, this location will be called Red Bank. Now it's time for people you meet at the crossing. Manny Liberal is at the crossing. Manny just started a new government job recently. Imagine his surprise when he showed up to work the first day and found out there was somebody else there with the exact same name. It's been speculated for years, but now we know for certain. There are 2 Manny Liberals working in the government these days. Now we get to the heart of this video, and for that matter, the heart of the Peavine Division layout. Clare Yard. Clare will be the center of activity on this layout with 8 trains originating or terminating here during an operating session. The layout and the orientation of Clare Yard is designed to mimic the prototype. From this view, the Little Miami River would be in the foreground. The Pennsylvania Railroad is the nearest to us. Then the N&W is behind the control tower, followed by the yard. The wooded hillside leading up to Marymount will be on the backdrop. On the layout, the Pennsylvania Main doubles as the Peavine between Newtown and Anchor, a design decision I will explain in future videos. The yard tracks are arranged very similar to Clare based on photos and track diagrams I've been able to access. The small turntable and the 2-stall roundhouse that were at Clare have been replaced by a more modern engine facility. This shot shows the engine facility and repair in place track. Our train is taking the connection from the PRR to the N&W. This track is only used for continuous run. Trains departing Clare Yard heading east will actually cross the Pennsylvania and immediately step out onto the bridge crossing the Little Miami River. Here is another angle of that same scene and what it would look like during an operating session. The tracks at Clare are still being finalized, so they're not powered yet. So my engines have to stay on the east side of the diamond, which is powered. Eastbound trains departing Clare will wrap around the helix and return back under the Newtown Road Bridge. This scene is the only scenery I've finished over the summer. I'm very happy with the results, having ballasted the track beyond the backdrop to complete the appearance of the railroad continuing into the distance. This scene includes 3 landmarks of this area. The Newtown Road Bridge is easy to see and hides the opening in the backdrop. The tall brick building right in front of the truck represents the old Marymount steam generating building that was torn down a few years ago. And the park on top of the hill is a small roadside park in Marymount that overlooks the end of the yard and the bridge over the Little Miami River. I hope you enjoyed this presentation of the Western Ohio Railway. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more information about the layout and the real P-Vine, please visit my website at www.dlam15.com/wo.